Hi, so today's session is about the back kick, and we're also going to try and build that up to the side kick. But let's start at basic beginner's level with a basic back kick. So it's a bit like we're making a front pushing kick action, but we're going to be making this from the side. It's probably one of those powerful kicks in martial arts, and it comes from martial art Taekwondo. So in this guard position here, now normally I'm going to be facing you here, but so you can see the kick better, I'm going to turn this way and I'm going to be kicking behind me. So the idea of this is, here's my position, I'm going to be fighting maybe one or even two people from this side. I suddenly see their mate creep up behind me and I want to put a kick behind me from there. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Well, very simply, from guard position, here is the most essential thing with a back kick and a side kick. So very quickly, let me just double back. What is the difference between a back kick and a side kick? Well, the end result's the same. The kick still looks exactly the same. Standing foot points in the opposite direction to the kick. Just one goes to the back and the other one will go to the front. The side kick will come forward. So if I'm in this position here fighting you, the leg will turn and I will kick through. That's a side kick, but the end result looks the same. A back kick then would be from this way round, and I'm now doing the same kick, but behind, okay? So let's have a look at this back kick position. Make sure, again, follow some of the warm-up videos first. Make sure your legs are nice and warm, okay? So from guard position here, again, don't have too big a stance. Otherwise, you're going to be trying to drag this foot up first, then tilting back. So shorten the stance so you can take the weight straight away on that leg there. We're going to be kicking this way. So from guard position, standing foot, providing it points this way, we kick that way, you've got the kick correct. So from here, we're going to lean back. We're going to raise the leg up, but we're also going to lean back enough to raise the ankle up. That's one of the most important key bits into this kick. So from that position there, we're going to lift up, we're going to lean back. We've got to lean back. If we don't lean back, we can't get the kick, it goes low. And if that foot starts to turn, you're also going to get a very awkward back kick. So feel like you're kicking behind you. So from here, raise up, lean back and push from there, okay? So one more time from here, we're going to look behind us. Got that bit. Better look behind you, see who you're kicking. From there, lean back, raise the knee up, but raise the ankle up. Get the ankle the same height as that knee if you can. Push through, pull the toes back, hit with the whole flat of the foot. You're going to have shoes on, you'll be outside, probably. It's unlikely you're going to be barefooted, so let's use the flat of that shoe to push forward. Let's have a go at 5 of these. So ready? Side kick. Sorry, back kick. Ready? 1, good. And 2, and back. And 3, look where you're kicking. And 4, good. And 5, good. So that was a basic back kick. Okay, so let's now take that basic back kick technique that we've been looking at. So this is really what we teach beginners, and the advantage of teaching them the back kick first is that this front foot, the standing foot, which is probably pretty essential to getting this kick absolutely right, is in the right position. You don't need to turn. So a quick reminder again, so we're going to lean back, lift up the ankle and push through into a basic back kick technique. Side kick, remember as I said earlier on, side kick is coming to the front. So how do we do it? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my stance from here, and instead of kicking behind me, I'm going to turn and face that person. So from guard position from here, this is how we do it. We take the knee across. Rule number 1, take the knee across. That's fairly straightforward. Let me show you how that looks from the front. From here, this is how we perform a side kick. End result's the same, the look of the kick's the same, power level's the same. Difference is, remember, a back kick, it goes behind you, and a side kick goes to the front of you. So in this position here, we're just going to take the leg across, the knee across. It's called a chambered position, and it's turning about 90 degrees there. Just bring it across, that's all you've got to do, and keep the guard up. So from that position there, we're going to take the leg across from this position here, and then we're going to do the pivot. Now watch this, this is the most important bit. We need it to end up being with the standing foot pointing to the back and the ankle raised up, the same as we did with the previous kick. So it's from here, we then pivot and we then push from there. Okay, so let's watch again. So from guard position, it comes across here, we pivot by taking the ankle up. Now watch, my knee is going to stay roughly where it is, the foot's going to turn. How do I get the foot to turn? I'm going to lift that heel up and turn it. Watch again, watch closely. So in that position now, come to the side here. To get this to turn, I need to raise the ankle up, raise the heel up, sorry, not the ankle up, the heel up, and the foot turns. Watch again, it's from here, lift and turn. One more time, lift, come bring the heel up, lift it, and get it to turn. Sorry, bad example, let me turn again. Turn, and I've got now my foot pointing in the opposite direction. So watch again, to the side, pivot, ankle comes up, foot turns here, and then push through. You can see now my foot is sideways with the kick. Let me show you from here to the side, foot is sideways, get that foot sideways. So in that guard position there, leg to the side, pivot and push through, okay? So end result, here's my back kick, look at this finishing position there, okay? From this position here, turn to the side, pivot, push, end result's the same position. Standing foot points that way, kick goes that way, foot sideways on. Let's have a go. I'm going to do these towards you this time. Let's have a quick go. That side kick, to the side, pivot, push through, and back down again. That's one. Ready? Let's do 5 of these. This is a practice run. And 2, and 3, good. To the side, 4, and 5. Good. So what we covered as a technical session, we've covered a basic back kick technique, kicking behind you. We've covered a basic side kick technique. From that position there, bring the leg across, pivoting and pushing. And now we're going to move on to the more advanced side kick. Okay, so we've looked at the basic back kick, more beginner's level. We've looked at the standard or more introduction level side kick, where we're doing it in stages of the raise up to the side, the pivot. Now look at it as a more advanced kick, more towards higher colour belt level into black belt level, where you get more of a circular action. So the idea of this is that we're no longer doing it in stages. We're going to pick the leg straight up and kick straight through. So it becomes a circular action. So it's still raising up, it's still pivoting, and it's still pushing through, but the end result is that it's one smooth movement. So it becomes more circular. So again, this would be what we're aiming for at more advanced levels. So again, just you start to bring it up. As you start to bring it up, I'm going to try and slow it down. We're then going to pivot and push through. Okay? So again, it's not done with 1, 2, 3. Okay? There's 3 stages for more introduction level. This is now the same, but one continual movement, and it makes it look circular. So from this position here, push through and kick out. 1, gives you more power, more speed, more momentum. Ready? 2. Good. Push through. Good. And 3. Good. And 4. Good. And 5. Good. See how much more speed you have from the previous kick. So that's circular. Now,